Hi everybody, I'm Lewis.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the DDKONG web series.
This week we're going to be covering our Substage and the Enclosure.
Check it out!
Teardown always goes quick because you're not worried about saving anything. Removing the old 9915s out of the enclosure, removing all the bracing, ports, plexi, and the baffle itself.
What are you about to do?
He's about to sawzall the wall out.
Well, no, first I gotta remove those the ports. Can't pull the plexi until I pull the ports. Can't pull the ports until I get the screws pulled out of the ports.
What is this, a Dr. Seuss book?
Yep. Hey!
That's a big saw.
So then we put Shane back in the box.
Turned me into the abominable snowman from all the sanding.
Shane Powdered Donut Chandler, aka Little Snowflake.
I spent, I don't know how many hours inside of the enclosure doing all the prep work, cleaning it up, sealing, painting. Lots of time and prep to get ready for the new baffle.
Man ass. We stuck with the 6th order series tuned alignment. So we reused the shell, just changed the parameters to better suit going with 4 woofers as opposed to the 6. That's the rear chamber port, the chamber that actually resides below the woofers. That's how that chamber ports into the upper chamber to produce the series tuning of the bandpass enclosure. We just wanted a particular bandwidth and we wanted it to perform within there.
When we're going and doing shows and doing demos, people just want to see how much hair can fly. We're usually playing 25, 30, 35. We really only need a pretty finite bandwidth to actually play in. A little bit more gain, a little less bandwidth. Still very musical though.
We had to cut the new baffle, the replacement baffle, fairly precisely to fit.
We actually got to make each layer of the baffle in one piece and just slide it in.
You know, when you have 2 items that are a naturally tight fit, it can be difficult if you don't have enough of the right size hammer, which we did, luckily. We were able to beat that baffle into submission or position, whichever way you want to take it. We got to attend a lot of shows last year, and one of the things that we wanted to do and weren't able to get around to do was put in some more appropriate lighting into the enclosure so people could kind of see a little bit better what was really going on back there. So we opted for a really, really bright underbody kit and have some options as far as lighting effects inside the enclosure to show off the build. They're what they call rock lights for the guys with the giant boosted trucks for no reason that never get them dirty. So you can show how shiny all the parts are that are designed for dirt that they don't use for dirt. Talking about soft rotors.
Soft rotors?
Yeah, I stand by my statement.
This year, instead of doing the acrylic, we went with just a black laminate to cover the sidewalls to give that added depth to the enclosure whenever it's all lit up. The overall effect after we added black side panels and everything like that was astounding.
With us updating the entire ESP series last year, we wanted to make sure that we really showed off the biggest, baddest woofer in that lineup. So going from the 15s to the 18s this year, we went down in cone area, down in power handling, but as we're finding out, with the extra power, we actually get more output. And we were actually doing a musical average over a 160, which makes me super happy. Last year, with us doing the update to the 18s, going to the full ESP basket, getting all the big zesty basket updates and spider updates, 8-layer 4-inch coil.
It's also a longer winding height, which allows us to take better advantage of the excursion with the new ESP frame for the 18s.
It's just a bigger, better version of the woofer.
I wanted to highlight the proprietary logos that are cast into our baskets, and so I put stickers on them. Shane's spleen survived loading the subs.
The additional height of the 18s, we can't flip them over inside of the enclosure to invert them, so we had to figure out a way to slide a 100-pound woofer all the way to the back of the enclosure without damaging the surround and the basket and not smashing into the side of the enclosure or the top of the enclosure.
It's a pain in the ass. I mean, those subs are heavy enough that they are formidable to move in open space, let alone stuck inside a crevice, trying to maneuver them from behind you off of your stomach. Hats off to Shane. He definitely took one for the team there, because fuck that.
Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. Next week, we're going to be looking at the structural reinforcements in the DDKONG and the door build-outs.